So yesterday was not a wonderful day, wonderful evening for me in the way of personal triumph. I'd got home, I was tired, there was stuff that I wasn't happy with in the house, things that needed to be cleaned, blah blah blah. And so I set about, serving and doing those things, but I made it very clear that I was doing it and that I wasn't happy about it. And anyway, so I so I woke up this morning and I went for a run, and I was just kind of feeling a little bit down about living out an identity that really isn't my identity, but it is something that I realize I need. I need to not live out any. It's a choice, and so as I was running, this is what the Lord just kind of was sharing with me. He said, David, but in the desert, when I was supplying food for the Israelites as they're walking on that 40-year journey, he said the manna was new every day. There's new encounters every day. There's a new opportunity to live out who I say that you are, and it doesn't matter what yesterday was. You don't have to be tied to that. You can walk it out, which is wonderful. But then just a moment ago, I was reading in Matthew 26, and this really struck me, because 26 is the whole story of the last Passover. This is where Jesus identifies Judas as being like the traitor, the one who was the one he'd walked with for years, invested in, and he identifies as him. He's the guy who's going to betray him. And instead of, which this is a play on words, but instead of being the guy who's going to portray him, he became the guy who was actually going to stab him in the back. And that must have been just devastating to the heart. And then he says this in verse 31. He said, then Jesus said to them, tonight all of you will fall away because of me. And I was like, he's making this massive statement. But then the very next verse 32, he says this, but after I have risen, I will go ahead of you to Galilee. There wasn't like a pause to say, and once I've dealt with you, then I'll meet you in Galilee. He said, after I've risen, after you've all fallen away, I'm going to meet you in Galilee. And this is what I heard the Lord say. And it was kind of funny because this was my God conversation. I wrote it down. I said, it's a new day. There's new manna. A falling away yesterday doesn't mean a rejection today. And then the old Vanilla Ice kind of intro, stop, calibrate, and listen, came to mind. Sorry, I'm weird like that, but then he said this to me. He said, I went to Galilee. I have gone ahead to today. I am already here waiting for you. And I just wanted to encourage you, no matter what's gone on yesterday or over the previous time, just that he's waiting for today. He's waiting for us already today with new manna. We can walk out that identity today. And that excites my heart. So I just hope that encourages you. Today's a good day. Today is a day we get to walk out who he says that we are, even if yesterday we didn't, even if yesterday we messed up, even if yesterday the circumstances didn't line up with how we hoped, even if whatever the even ifs, the self stuff can pass away. But today I'm going to choose to live Jesus. Love you guys.